Hey Shrikeopaths. So if you've been following Silver Palace's trailers, X-Posts, and everything else they've released, you no doubt have a wealth of knowledge about the game, but there are a number of things that even the keenest observer wouldn't have picked up on. And in this video, that's what I'll be going over. 10 surprising things that the trailers and other promotional material didn't tell us about Silver Palace. Investigations put us in the driver's seat. Decisions matter. We have to pay attention and deduce. The game doesn't hold our hands through it. This is most notable in Firtho's questline, The Resurrection Enigma, which has 3 separate endings depending on choices you make and how you assemble the evidence. But there are also quests called Curiosities, which are completely optional and you need to find them on the map. They're just sitting there, hidden, and there's no quest marker guiding you to the next piece of evidence. You've got the evidence board to keep track of what you've collected, but that's it. The outcome of the case is entirely in your hands. And that's such a refreshingly unique thing to have in the game. As of CBT2, there are 2 such quests, and they're both annoying at times as well as satisfying. Tons of side content such as card games, horse racing, and coffee making games. I had to suffer through the latter for the sake of this video, but I detest cooking minigames. They're quite possibly my most hated thing in any game. But they're popular among many others, so I won't pretend my opinion is the majority. There's also horse racing, which is actually fun even though I royally blow at it. Truly, I am awful. Maybe it's the controls. Yeah, let's blame the controls and not my skill issue. And then there's the card game, which I'm told is a 1-to-1 copy of something called Balatro. As a virgin to that type of game, it took me a bit to understand, and I do now, but there's still a very large component of luck involved. So there's that. The extensive bonding system with all the characters. You can invite characters to stats to hang out, sit on benches with them, and do special unique interactions such as play with Rex's dogs Chalky and Radar, or serve as a wall for Bentham to steady herself on. Gah, I might be the only person in the world that despises this woman. But anyway, yeah, you give them gifts, increase their affection, and unlock different scenes, as well as unlock more voice lines and information about the characters. And what I really like is that the max friendship from a character differs depending on who they are. For instance, Red Rose's max friendship is perfect accomplice, while Rex's is deserving of trust. Each of them fit the characters so well, and I'm so glad it's not just a generic love or max friendship for all of them. It really makes it feel more immersive. The city is vast and populated. There are people all over the place walking from one place to another. It feels active and lived in. Discerning eyes will notice nobody gets on the trolley or tram they're waiting for, but this is something that's likely to be fixed. It is only the beta after all. And the quests, both the main ones and the side ones, as well as getting all the collectibles and secrets, will take you all over the city. Every corner, every nook and cranny, underground casinos, secret alleyway cult worship sites, even rooftop hangouts. There's an entire fully fleshed out real estate game mode. In this mode, you can purchase businesses, or rather it functions more like you're purchasing stocks in the businesses, and then these earn you a special currency, ironically called stocks, and you use that currency to buy more businesses, and repeat. And there are keystone properties in each region that are more expensive than those surrounding it, but when you buy them, you can assign one of your characters to manage it, and they'll turn the stocks you earn into antique coins, which you can then use in a special shop here to purchase things like reactor crystals, breakthrough material, some motives, and a lot more. It's a fun and rewarding system, and I think with a bit of polishing, it could be an awesome addition to your daily grind. The parry mechanic is way more useful than they led us to believe. I've never been a parrier, but I use this constantly. Like, it's almost not possible to get through some of these encounters without parrying. And as I've played and been forced outside my comfort zone, I've actually gotten used to parrying. It comes more naturally to me than dodging now. Though there are still attacks that can't be parried and you'll still be forced to dodge, and I'm still finding myself trying to parry those. Reaching over with my pinky finger to hit shift just isn't muscle memory yet. But parry is the right mouse button, so it's whip fast. Boss battles are actually difficult. They have mechanics you need to learn and understand. They have elemental weaknesses and strengths, unique resistances, and none of that is shown to us. It may be only that it's early in development, because there is an enemy info button on many of these, but it just doesn't do anything. So it's a trial and error type situation. You're going in blind to all of these mechanics. One enemy basically one-shots your whole team if you perform an execution on them, but the game doesn't tell you that. Suddenly you'll just be dead and have no idea why or how. You won't be able to button mash your way through these fights. Souls veterans may find it easy, comparatively, but they're a different breed of people entirely. And there are exceptionally hard fights on the map, like the Wuthering Waves holograms, for those that want a huge challenge. Many characters have a unique execution move for specific enemies. Red Rose has one with Garrison Knight Female, Cinderella has one with the Candleheads, Rex has one with Werewolves, which I call his Rexecution, trademark, and Gracia has the Harpy. I'm not sure about Cynthia yet. This is probably restricted to 5 stars, but it is a fun, unique thing for us to discover, and shows that they really put a lot of care and attention into these characters and into their animations. Along the same lines are the special outro animations for every character when they leave a fight with specific enemies. Something similar was in the first beta, but it's been changed slightly. It has to do with the citizens walking around, the ones that are monsters in disguise. They can have varying tiers going up to S, and those S tier monsters, which are like mini-bosses, are what will trigger these exit animations. But those enemies are hard to find. I personally have captured on video 6 different such animations, but there are still some yet to find. And the game doesn't tell you this either. It's just a unique secret that you have to play to discover, and for that reason I've only played one of them in this video. The gearing system is vast and confusing. I'll make an entire video explaining it, but there is your equipable card that you can get from the gacha. There is a 4-piece gear set called Implements that can have a set bonus if you have all 4 of the same set. And with that is the book, The Epiphany, which is in the same section but not part of the set bonus. And then one your team can equip, things called catalysts, which you have to go out and find in the world, doing quests, fighting certain enemies, etc. And frankly, I'm jealous of you. Yeah, you, because you don't have access to this game right now. So by the time you do, somebody will have assembled a list of where to get each of these catalysts to make your life easy. We don't have that right now, so we're going in blind. But each one has its own unique effect. You can equip a bunch onto your team in any variation, as long as it doesn't exceed the limit governed by your crisis level. And once again, this isn't on your character, it's team gear. It's saved to your loadouts. And there you have it, 10 things that were a shock to me when I started playing this beta. And with that being said, I'm gonna fly. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.